Good evening, and welcome to the Spring 2021 Phi Theta Kappa Induction Ceremony. My name is Cameron Parton, and I'm a student and Phi Theta Kappa officer at MCC. On behalf of the Phi Theta Kappa advisors and our officer team, we are honored and excited to have the opportunity to formally introduce these students as members of such an elite society. I also want to take this time to thank you, family, friends, and faculty in advance for allowing these Phi Theta Kappa students to be active in PTK. We would like to extend special thanks to the University of West Alabama for hosting this event and providing our reception following the ceremony. The purpose of Phi Theta Kappa is to recognize and encourage the academic achievement of two-year college students and to provide opportunities for individual growth and development. If nothing else, PTK allows students to receive an automatic scholarship around $8,000 to $10,000 a year to many senior universities across the state and around the country. Our chapter at Meridian Community College is the new Upsilon chapter of Phi Theta Kappa. This chapter was chartered January 12, 1965. We have been a 5-star chapter for 13 consecutive years. Our chapter has been recognized as a top 100 chapter in the nation. For the last several years, we have placed in the top 10 in Honors in Action, College Project, and Most Distinguished Chapter in our region. This semester, our officer and advisor teams received distinguished distinctions as well. We take pride in our chapter and work very hard to make sure every year is better than the last. However, it is not all about the awards. We take even more pride in impacting our campus and community. Currently, we participate in Adopt a Highway, breast cancer awareness. Specifically, we initiated and implemented Meridian's first annual street strut for breast cancer in October of 2009. Unfortunately, we weren't able to host this event in the fall due to the pandemic, but we are looking forward to hosting it again next year. We have established a courtyard of scholars on campus, and PTK was instrumental in organizing a student government association at MCC. As you can see, we are continuously searching and planning new and exciting ways to make an impact on our campus and in our community, and we are glad to have this group of students join us. Again, welcome and thank you for joining us for this special occasion.
Hello, everybody. Glad to see you out here. Let's stand and bow our heads for the word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for blessing us to everyone to make it out here safe and sound, Lord, to be able to get this such an honor, the Lord, of being able to join and being inducted in PTK, the Lord. Thank you for blessing these students to be able to have a mindset to want to do for themselves and be able to study hard and work hard to make something of themselves, Lord. Bless them to keep that mindset throughout their tenure in college and throughout the rest of their lives, Lord. Bless that this be a meaningful and great event, dear Lord, and bless that everything goes as planned as well, dear Lord. And in our Son Jesus' name we all shall pray. Amen.
Tim Edwards serves as Provost of the University of West Alabama. He was promoted to the office as Interim Provost in March 2014 and named Provost in March 2015. Dr. Edwards was the Dean of the College of Liberal Arts from 2009 to 2014. He served as Chairperson of the Department of Languages and Literature from 2007 to 2009 at the University of West Alabama. As the Chief Academic Officer of the university, the Provost has responsibility for the overall coordination and supervision of all matters relating to the undergraduate and graduate academic programs, international programs, sponsor programs, institutional research and effectiveness, and the university's information technology services. His responsibilities also include coordination of curriculum changes, program development, and program evaluation, management of the promotion and tenure process for his faculty, and assuring the regional accreditation status of the institution. In addition, he serves as the chief liaison to the Academic Affairs Committee of the University's Board of Trustees. Edwards holds a BA and an MA in English from the University of Alabama, Birmingham, and a PhD in English from the University of Tennessee. Prior to his arrival at UWA, he taught at the University of the Ozarks in Clarksville, Arkansas, and at Georgia Southwestern State in Americus, Georgia. A native of Birmingham, Alabama, he and his wife Kathy have called Livingston home since 2006. They have one daughter, Emily Duke Thomas, and one granddaughter. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Edwards.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. I'm glad you take that mask off. Now that you've sort of went through all my responsibilities at the university, I think I need a raise. So Dr. Huebner, if you put in a good word for me. I know you know our president will. Good evening, and thank you for allowing me to join in this auspicious occasion, having me here tonight. I've driven by this campus 100 times, I guess, or more. But I haven't actually been on the campus, and I'm really, really impressed. I'm a big college theater fan, so I love this performance. I assume this is a performance stage. Excellent, really, really nice. And as Sarah Beth said, I'm from University of West Alabama, just up the road a piece. So we're practically neighbors, right? And it's my honor and privilege to be on your campus for this initiation ceremony. We just had our Phi Kappa Phi initiation last night at UWA. And I want to congratulate each of you on your induction. I'm honored to say a few words of congratulations tonight because tonight is important. It signifies your achievements in scholarship, leadership, and character. You've earned the privilege to be part of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, an organization over 3.5 million strong, with a long and celebrated history of over a century, recognizing accomplishments of community college students. And you're joining an illustrious company. I'm going to date myself because these people are more illustrious to me maybe than they are to people your age. But there are some famous alumni of PTK, and that would include Gene Kirkpatrick, who was a former United States, United Nations ambassador under, I believe, the Reagan administration back in the 80s. H. Ross Perot, you might have heard of him. He died just a couple of years ago. He's a billionaire, a Texas billionaire, entrepreneur, and came perilously close to winning the presidency in 1992 as a non-party candidate. He was either third party or independent, as I recall. Jim Lehrer, host of PBS NewsHour on public television, is a member. Fred Hayes, and I believe I'm pronouncing that right. I meant to look it up because it's not spelled like you would expect. He was an astronaut on the Apollo 13, which was, if you recall, there was a movie about it about 20 or 25 years ago. That mission failed and the astronauts were almost lost, but they got back safely. And perhaps it was because he took his Phi Theta Kappa membership pin into space with him, and it served perhaps as a little bit of a good luck charm. Country music star Trisha Yearwood is a member. You might have heard of her. She's also on the Cooking Channel or the Food Network now. And then finally, Celia Ward, the Emmy Award-winning actress from right here in Meridian, and I believe she herself is a graduate of MCC.
She's not a graduate.
She's not, but she did attend here.
3 semesters.
3 semesters. That almost counts, right? So you should be justly proud as we celebrate this induction and this honor, because people like you are among the best we have, the cream of the crop, and you should be proud of it. So we celebrate your success tonight. But please know that not everyone has the opportunity to obtain a higher education. In fact, surprisingly, some appear not to want it. You know, I was disturbed to read the results of a recent Gallup poll of 3,000 Americans who were the parents of children between the ages of 11 and I think about 20 or 21, around the time when you're thinking about college, what to do after high school. The poll was commissioned by the Carnegie Corporation, which is a philanthropic foundation They've worked with higher education for decades. And the results of the survey were just published last week on April the 7th, so you can look this up yourself. Very recent data, right? I found the results distressing to me because they indicated that 46% of those 3,000 Americans who were polled saw no value in their children attending college, either a community college like MCC or the four-year variety like my institution. And there are a number of reasons why. Financial reasons is one obvious one. The high cost of tuition at many institutions, not true here, not true at UWA either, but at many schools, it's prohibitively priced. The feeling that a higher education isn't necessary to ensure a good job, there's some truth to that, it depends on the job. And even political or socio-political reasons were cited. Some felt that institutions of higher learning disseminated values that they, the parents, found were at odds with their own social values, their own religious beliefs, for example. And to be sure, and President Huebner knows this, support for higher education among the general public has been flagging for some years now for all those reasons. The question is a college degree worth the money it costs, basically? And college is not for everyone, but higher education can be life-changing. That's why I argue that for many people, it is worth it. It was worth it for me. In many ways, I was a first-generation college kid, as many of you are, and my experience in college changed who I was. A college education not only helped me discover and pursue a career, which turned out to be in higher education, it also enriched my life dramatically. It brought me to ideas and concepts that I'd never thought about before. It really pushed my boundaries. This may sound kind of funny, but it actually urged me to travel, which is not something that my parents had supported. We didn't really go on vacations every summer. We were very provincial people. We stuck around the Birmingham area. But now as an adult, I've been to China several times, been to Europe several times, been all over the United States, not all 50 states, but a big chunk of the continental US. And part of that was work related, but part of it is self-fulfillment, something that I drew from my college education. I credit the college education with planting and nurturing that intellectual and cultural curiosity that I went on to satisfy through things like going with my wife to Europe. I saw my daughter benefit greatly from a college education. She was a student at UWA, so I got to see her grow and develop, broaden her horizons right before my eyes. It was a maturing experience for her, as it had been for me, and it should be for you as well. We've also all heard, I think, that if you have a college degree, and this probably applies certainly to a four-year degree, but even to a two-year degree, you're going to make a lot more money over the course of your life. One figure that I've seen cited is with a four-year degree, you're going to earn $1 million more over your lifetime than someone who doesn't have a degree, on average, right? But much of what we get from higher education is not really quantifiable in obvious ways. It's there, and it's real, and it makes a difference in your life, but it's hard to put a dollar figure on it. So there is value. It may seem amorphous, but there is great value to be had in what you're doing in pursuing your degree, and doing so with excellence, I might add, which is why we're here tonight. I want to urge you to continue to learn, whether it's formally, through getting a four-year and beyond level of formal education, or whether you do it on your own, you just continue to be a lifetime learner. Continue to do what you're doing. It's obviously working. So again, be proud of your accomplishments. I'm so excited to see such a large group. This is a huge induction. There's a lot of academic excellence in this room. I know that you all are proud. So you should be proud. But don't forget that others helped you be successful. Your family, your instructors and advisors, probably everyone on this campus that you ran into helped you in some kind of way. So be honored, but be humble as well, and give back. Help others succeed as you have succeeded. And take advantage of the opportunities this honor brings you. Membership in PTK, as was mentioned earlier, makes scholarships available to you, including, I believe, scholarships for workforce training, which is pretty unique, and opportunities for leadership development. The Greek letters, as I understand it, Phi Theta and Kappa, which are put together to form the name of this organization, represent wisdom, aspiration, and purity. So this organization is founded on the principles of knowledge and learning, and a desire for growth and advancement, and a strong sense of character and integrity. And again, like that college education thing I was talking about, it's hard to quantify, put a dollar sign on things like wisdom and aspiration and purity. But they matter, and they're real. And they're those sorts of things that we know them when we see them, right? Those three principles woven together can be a guiding star for you all. Drive for academic success, professional success, personal success, aspiration for achievement and greatness, and a solid commitment to character. All those things really matter. Follow that star, and it will take you where you want to go. Again, congratulations to all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Sarah Beth. Thank you.
Thank you for awesome word, Dr. Edwards. Honored President and fellow Phi Theta Kappa members, I am pleased to present to you these candidates for membership into our honor society. These students have fulfilled all requirements for membership and have been selected because they have chosen scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship as their hallmarks. I recommend them for acceptance into the New Upsilon chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society of the 2-year college. You are about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship which embraces 2-year colleges, not only of your home state, but of the nation and of the world. This fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is New Upsilon. After induction, you will find among the members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give of yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you.
As you can see on the table in front of you, we have a torch, symbolic of knowledge, which is the servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads in the way of righteousness in the midst of the paths of judgment. The white rose you see before you symbolizes purity and beauty of life, with its white bud signifying intellectual associations. On the easel, you will find the emblem of Phi Theta Kappa. It consists of a gold slab keyed at the top and bottom. The gold field, like the escutcheon of our coat of arms, refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for society both to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have a further significance to our society, for it shall represent the nobility attained by those who achieve intellectual leadership. Across the slab, you will observe a black band. It represents the three ideals which band us together, and the cultural self-control, which is the necessary foundation for true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel background of the three are the three Greek letters, which are the initials of those three mystic Greek words, meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity.
Behind the band is a wreath, on one side composed of oak leaves, and on the other laurel. The oak leaves stand for stability and strength of character, as symbolized by the sturdy oak. The graceful curling leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society. Above the band is a representation of the head of Athena, the goddess of learning. In the base appear the mystic Greek letters meaning light of knowledge and learning, the common ideal for members of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. The badge stands as a symbol for the high idealism for our organization and for membership in our select group.
The purpose of this organization is to foster a spirit of devotion to study and to scholarly ideals among its members, and whose principles are embodied in the Greek letters, which stand for wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Now that the standards and ideals of this organization have been revealed to you, you will complete the pledge which admits you into complete fellowship. Please stand. And repeat after me. I do solemnly promise to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa, and to make this object and aim foremost in my mind. And I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors. Please come forward to receive your certificate. Elizabeth Cochran, Allie Gavin, Caleb Cleary, Tyler Blank, Colby Holfield, Rayleigh Bowles, Brittany Murphy, Henry Zing, David Cook, Lewis Gavin, James Johnson, Joshua Kelly, Shelby Dean Reeves, Anna Russell, Peyton Taylor, Kiera Brown, Micah Crum, Joshua M. Bradley, Alan Bishop, Carolyn Elise Robinson, Brianna Zabata, Jack Perry, Ethan C. Darcy, Skylar Kennedy, Jonathan Spinks, Jacob Feist, Eli Bryan, Tyler Slay, Jacob Vance, Chloe Boswell, Avery Bryan, Izza Marshall, Callie Cohen, Kyla Sierra Johnson, Josie Brewer, Jermaine Eden, Chloe Graham, Joy St. Clair, Megan Alford, Emily Williams, Matthew Sanders, Yvette Cooper, Davis Poole, Colin Hart, Cameron Garrett. It is my pleasure to welcome you into the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society as a member of the New Upsilon chapter. I salute you for your accomplishment, and I encourage you to become active in this chapter's functions. Now we would like to conclude the ceremony with a reading of the Phi Theta Kappa mission statement, which can be found inside of your program. New and current members, please stand and join me in saying. We'll just say this together. The purpose of Phi Theta Kappa shall be to recognize and encourage scholarship among 2-year college students to achieve this purpose Phi Beta Kappa shall provide opportunity for the development of leadership and service, for an intellectual climate for exchange of ideas, Ivy League fellowship for scholars, and for stimulation of interest and continuing academic excellence. Thank you. Please be seated. I would now like to welcome MCC President Dr. Tom Huger to make some closing remarks.
Thank you, Luke. Can't wait that we don't have to do this. Well, good to see everyone. Good work, excellent job. I know that it's not easy to become a member of Phi Beta Kappa, and I know you've worked hard in class and you've stayed focused on your goals and your objectives, and I know also that this is just a start, that you've got big plans and great futures ahead of you. I mean, these students sitting right here on the stage, it wasn't long ago that I remember them in high school, did I not, Sarah Beth, Luke? Yep. And when they made the decision to come to Meridian Community College, I was so proud of them. And to see them like take off has been exciting to me. Now they're going to take off, I won't see them again for a while. But that just represents the opportunities and goals and ideals you have in front of you. All of you have something for which you were created, and you will get a chance to figure out what that is and to become what you were designed to be. So congratulations on this. But I have to tell you something. We have some special awards and honors that I'm going to give this evening that are not in your program. And the first one, I think, did you, Cameron, where are you? Did you mention something about?
I'm right here. Sorry, I'm taking pictures.
Oh, you're taking pictures. You mentioned something about the Advisor Award, right?
Yes.
Well, some of you don't know this yet, and some of you do know. Being the advisor for Phi Theta Kappa is a lot of fun and easy work. And no, I'm just joking. But it takes a special kind of commitment for someone who wants to invest that kind of time in their students. Because they don't just care about, look, I promise you, they're not getting like big old pay supplements to be Phi Theta Kappa advisors. They do it because they love what happens within the organization. They love it. They love seeing you become successful, seeing you become what you were created to be. And one of those people has done it for 10 years. 10 years. And so we have an award that we're recognizing with a 10-year pin for Miss Lucy Ferguson Molds. Where are you? Lucy and I have very similar academic backgrounds, and we both even played the violin in high school. Not the same high school, Mom. Not at the same time, but still. We are a special kind of nerd, aren't we, Lucy? So congratulations. Should I say that? Okay.
Congratulations, Lucy. You've done a great job, and you are a person who cares so much for the students and their success, and we are so grateful to have you.
And every year, the organization recognizes students statewide for particular awards. One of those awards is called the Transfer Pathway Scholars Award. It's just a special recognition for students who are going to be transferring to a four-year university. And we have two of those Transfer Pathway Scholars here. One is Sarah Beth Brown, and the other one is Luke Thomas. And I got to give them one of these. Just any one of them? Wow. Okay. Let's see how well this goes. All right, excellent. And we're going to go with Sarah Beth. Sarah Beth here.
Congratulations. She'll be wearing that to class.
I'll probably be wearing this to bed as well. So be excited for that. And we have two Workforce Pathway Scholars, Sally Carver and Kaylin Russell. I don't know them well, so I won't crack jokes like I did with the other two. But congratulations to you, and we're very proud of you and the work you've done. Very good.
Excellent job.
And then, in addition, one of one of our scholars here at the college was named a New Century Scholar, which includes a couple of $1,000s of scholarship money to go with him as he transfers, and that is Lou Thomas. So a big round of applause for you. Yeah. Get some photographs. But I genuinely appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate the hard work you've had to put in to lead to this particular moment. Your moms and your dads are probably watching out there, and your families, your loved ones, and they're proud of you. And don't take that lightly. That support is very, very important. And the support you have from your instructors is very, very important. These Phi Theta Kappa advisors, they believe in you, I promise. And we believe in you here at Meridian Community College. And it's nice to have partners like the University of West Alabama, where they work hard and they do a great job. And I have known that president there a long time, long before he was president. And we have a number of other connections, but we're so proud when we have an institution like the University of West Alabama that wants to help sponsor an event like this. So take some time, go to their table, visit with Dr. Edwards, and get to know each other. You're going to be important to each other in the future, I promise. Thank you for being here, and we will see you soon.